At the Bush School of Government and Public Service, we understand that business and public service go hand in hand, and that the responsibility for community enhancement falls on both local government and the private sector. Drayton McLane Jr. not only accepted that responsibility, he chose to champion it every day of his professional life. He's an American entrepreneur and business leader, a philanthropist, chairman of the McLane Group, and a very, very proud native Texan. He was also a longtime friend to both President and Mrs. Bush, and remains a tireless and generous advocate for the Bush Presidential Center here at Texas A&M University.
I learned from my father that we have a responsibility, that the Lord has blessed us in our businesses and success, so we have a responsibility to give back, and we're involved in a wide variety. But one of them we're very proud of is the Bush School.
Mr. McLane has always valued the role that business plays in solving societal and economic problems, and has always embraced the importance of corporate responsibility. In 2002, these values led him to make a very generous gift to the George H.W. Bush Presidential Library Foundation and become the founding sponsor for the McLane Leadership and Business Award.
I knew President Bush when he and Barbara moved back to Houston. I got to know them very well. I knew that he loved baseball and she loved baseball, so I went over to their office to see them, and I offered them 4 season tickets to the Houston Astros right on the front row. They came to many of the games each season, and I got to know them personally. I like to be around people that have big ideas and want to accomplish things, and they're a big thinker. And they love to talk, and I love to be around people that have accomplished a great deal and have very, very high integrity. So he measured perfect in all of those ways. And he said to not only to myself, but other people in business that were succeeding, said, you know, you're succeeded in business and you certainly are involved in philanthropy, but your greatest asset is your leadership.
The McLane Award is administered by the Bush School's Mosbacher Institute for Trade, Economics, and Public Policy, and recognizes a prominent business leader for their outstanding contributions in business, public service, or community service at the national level. The award is designed to promote a sense of corporate citizenship, to reinforce the idea that business plays a key role in maintaining the economic, political, and social vitality of our nation. In today's interdependent economy, communities must develop leaders who seek collective solutions to common problems and who understand their role in developing a community that can compete in tomorrow's environment.
President Bush felt so powerfully that every individual should have a responsibility in public service, either full-time or part-time. That's how he encouraged a lot of us to get involved with the Bush School. He talked about the joy he and Barbara had in their life in public service, what it had meant to them.
The McLane Leadership and Business Award recognizes those leaders, while providing an opportunity for all of us to learn from their experience and success in dealing with local, state, national, and global issues.
We all need role models. We need people we admire and respect. So we need to go back and find out what made them so successful. And as they come to receive this award, they've all talked about from their childhood to where they are today in business, that what has been imparted in their life. And so we can learn from those examples.
Receiving the McLane Leadership and Business Award is a tremendous honor. Recipients stand shoulder to shoulder with the most accomplished and remarkable business leaders anywhere.
I couldn't be happier with our friends of the George Bush Library Foundation, indeed all of you tonight, for the presentation of an award bearing the name of one very good friend to yet another good friend. Chuck, come on out.
What an honor, for me to receive this incredible, prestigious award, the Drayton McLane Award for Leadership in Business.
If ever there was an example of ordinary, you're looking at it right here, including my educational deficit, as argued. But it is really an example of how you can succeed if you're a part of a great cause, if you're a part of a great organization.
It's not enough to just run your company and make it successful. You want to give back. You know, I'm here because I hope that maybe some word I say inspires some student along the road.
But what a unique opportunity we have to develop our purpose, develop our ability, develop our passion to really do something much more than any of us could do otherwise, and realize that it's really not about us. So my thoughts and prayers are that we can each live lives of significance.
My hope today is to share some insight into how one lives a career that marries public service, business, and human rights, and to give you a peek into the world of corporate social responsibility, and specifically human rights and global supply chains.
There is so much that we can learn from the careers of past awardees, but one theme stands out to us here at the Bush School, and that is how none of these leaders rose to the top of their field on their own. Instead, they chose to empower the individuals around them to accomplish their goals through collaboration, community, and teamwork, and to credit that team with their success.
Bob Mosbacher is an individual that was very successful in a family business, in the oil business, and then he moved on to hold a cabinet position for President Bush. And so he's another example we can look. And then the others that have received this award, that we just follow their life, their education, their beginning of their career, and then how they really blossom.
We're confident that future awardees will embody those same qualities. And through their recognition, we hope to educate our youth and the general public about corporate citizenship, and to instill in every citizen a dedication to the noble calling of public service. We are eternally grateful to Drayton McLane Jr. for his vision in establishing this incredible award. We celebrate the fact that its impact continues to grow, and we look forward to recognizing this year's leader in business, someone who represents that critical connective tissue between business and government, someone who will inspire the next generation of public servants.